It's Friday, September 4th, and wow, what a day it was yesterday for the markets. The S&P sold off 4%, the Nasdaq sold off 600 points, and it's a correction, and it's overdue. Knew it was coming at some point, just didn't know when. Tech was way overvalued. A lot of stocks were way overbought. So now we're seeing a big pullback. If we look at the charts for the S&P, this is what happened yesterday. Just a huge sell-off. It was the largest sell-off, single-day sell-off since sometime in June. So it's been a while. And now the futures are down again today. So it looks like the sell-off is going to continue into the weekend. So it looks like market sentiment has changed. I'm glad I closed a lot of the positions I did yesterday. Apple, I lost about 200. Booking, I decided to close. I didn't want to risk losing the profits I had on Booking in case it just cratered like all the other stocks. So I booked an $1,100 profit on Booking. CRM was a break-even trade, and NVIDIA, I believe, was a $900 profit at the market open. So that's what happened with those trades. Now I'm just left with these three. I'm going to focus on Microsoft and Tesla because these two need adjusting. So let's start with Microsoft. I have a loss of $3,500 on Microsoft and a $2,100 profit on this position currently. So there's some making up to do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to buy back this 235 short position. There's no more premium left in this position. There's no more value. So I'm going to book that $2,000 profit. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the 11th of September and I'm going to short the 225 call and I'm going to make this a calendar. So I think, let's see, 3,500 minus 2,100, that is $1,400 deficit. So I'm getting 270 of credit for this short position, and there's 5 of them, so that is about 1,300. So it'll bring this trade back to break even. So I'm going to take that off, and I'm going to add that short position, and it's going to make this a calendar. So this is what the new Microsoft position is going to look like. Now, moving on to Tesla. Tesla has a loss of 2,487. So let's take a look at Tesla. To adjust this graph. Okay, so this is the current risk graph for Tesla. You can see that the stock price has moved far away from the original strikes, from the original position. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this debit spread into a credit spread. And I'm going to do that by buying back this short 510 call, and I'm going to sell the 480 call. This is going to be in the same expiration series. So I'm going to switch it around like this. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come to the put side and I'm going to sell a credit spread on the put side. So I've selected 300 and 290 as the strikes. So when you add them to the credit spread, it'll turn it into an iron condor. And you can see that the minimum amount of loss is 575. I couldn't quite get it to break even. Maybe the premiums will change at the market open, but this is the best I could do. And turning a $2,500 loss into a $600 loss, that's not bad. So this is the adjustment that I'm going to make for Tesla. Now, in terms of the new trade, I want to take a hedge trade on the SPY. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a bear put trade. I'm not going to do just a single put option because every time I do a single put option as a hedge trade, I end up losing money and getting burned. So I'm going to do a spread instead. I'm going to go into the 16th of October, and I'm going to buy the 340 and I'm going to sell the 325 put, and it's going for about 365 in debit. So this is what the trade looks like. It's going to make money as the S&P 500 index drops. So this is going to be protection in case the markets fall further. So that's it. Those are all the moves that I'm making. It's a 3-day weekend. There's going to be no video on Monday because the markets aren't open. So I will make another video on Tuesday.